Sorry about that. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be here. Third game in a group. I think we're not going to take our foot off the pedal. And we're going to approach this game with the same enthusiasm and passion that we did in the first two games.
Thank you. Thank you, William. The same, how you and your teammates are looking forward to the game.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think I'll just join the coach here. I think we are taking this game as serious as the first two. I think we've got a great spirit in our team. We've enjoyed playing here in Garoua the first two games. And I think, as everyone can see, the team is very hungry to improve and work hard. And even though this game might not determine so much for the group qualification, this is an amazing opportunity for us to continue to work on our team and play against a very good opposition and to test ourselves even more. So we're all looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Thank you. Please don't use the mobile for filming, please. Thank you. Okay, where is the mic? The gentleman here in front of you.
Good afternoon, Coach. My name is Omar Katsuba. I represent Omar Sports. 2 games, 4 goals, fantastic results. Everyone is happy. But as a coach, when you look at the team critically, do you think that there are areas that need to be improved upon?
Yes, generally. I mean, as expected, don't expect the game to go smooth for 90 minutes. There will be ups and downs. But the ability and the knowledge to quickly fix it is very important. Our main concern is we create a lot of chances, but putting them away is a bit of a concern. But however, we've worked on that. We hope we can improve on that because goal is always power.
Okay, the gentleman with the red hat. Yes, this one.
Good afternoon, all. My name is David Oku from Flow FM 94.9 Omwa here. Coach, I'm going to ask about tomorrow's selection. Safe in the knowledge, we have 2 wins from 2 and have qualified. Are we expecting wholesale changes to the team? And then this one is for Troost Ekong. It's a sarcastic question. You are very handsome, Troost. So how do you deal with female admirers who are fans?
We start with the coach.
Yes, it's always good to qualify. We've done that with style. I expect few changes tomorrow because everybody that have come here is ready to play. I've always told them your chance will come. But don't expect a massive change, but there will be 1 or 2, sure.
William?
Out of respect, I'm going to answer your question, but I'm happily married. So let me just say that. Thank you.
Okay, Sheena, here, please. Sorry, later you.
Oluwashina Okeleji, Afro Sport TV. Coach, you are the only coach in Nigeria, in Nigerian AFCON history who's won all group matches. That really puts you in a special bracket. But when you look at the way your team plays, someone's talk about weakness and all of that. Everyone back home says Nigeria should be playing in the final and win the trophy. Does that make it difficult for you as a coach, knowing that the fans are demanding the trophy? And a quick one for William. You've been here before, haven't you? Like, when you play Madagascar, the last AFCON, you've won your 2 games. Does that really play in the minds of the players, knowing that Guinea Bissau also have a point to prove when they face you tomorrow?
Yes, there's always pressure. There's always pressure. Finishing top in the group with 9 points would be very good. That's what we did in 2006 when I had the opportunity to coach the team. And I'm not going to take the credit alone. I only coach, give instructions, and the team goes out there to execute. And I'm very sure with the group that we have now also, they are ready to do that. But the good thing is we've qualified.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Olawale Quadri.
Wait, sorry. Yes, William.
Yeah, thank you, Sheena, for your question. And yeah, for me, this is, of course, some of the experience I had from the previous tournament, and being in a situation like this, it's all about continuous performance and also improving your game as a team every time you have an opportunity to play. We don't underestimate anyone. I think that game against Madagascar last AFCON was a situation like that as well, where we probably would have been the favourites to win the game. So yeah, this is a new challenge for us. Like the coach mentioned, whoever's going to be playing, everyone's going to have a point to prove. So in that sense, our approach won't be any different for this game as it has been for the first two.
Okay, sir.
Okay. My name is Olawale Quadri. I'm a freelancer from Nigeria. I have a question for the coach. Coach, back home in Nigeria, our people back home, they are rooting for you. They believe that after the first two remarkable victory over Egypt and Sudan, that you are the best for the job. Thinking that foreign coaches we've had before, aside Winsterhoff and Bonfijo, others have not brought glory to Nigeria the way the likes of late Stephen Keshi and Amodo and even yourself has done. So what is your take?
Thanks to all of them. I quite appreciate that. I don't think nobody's the best in the world. It's only good enough for the job at that moment. If they're craving for me to take the opportunity to continue to coach the team, why not? But I've always, these questions have come many, many times, and I'm very happy with the position I am occupying at the Nigerian Football Federation. And yes, if they're asking for it, maybe. It's just a maybe. But when we get to that river, we'll cross it.
Okay, we'll take someone from this side, of course.
Good afternoon. My question goes to you, Troost. My name is Charles. I represent Supersport. Your performances as a team under the former manager wasn't exemplary for many Nigerians, home and abroad. But under a new manager, things have changed ultimately. Does this come, your performances so far, does it come as a surprise to you and your teammates, how you've performed at the AFCON?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think the short answer is no. I don't think there's been any surprises. I think we all remained and kept that belief in the team. Of course, there's been some hiccups along the way in the recent months. But despite of that, and all due respect to the opponents that we played against, we still managed to qualify for the AFCON and get ourselves for the qualification for the World Cup, which was the underlying objective of all of that. So, of course, we haven't been as satisfied the same way as the fans in Nigeria probably haven't been with some of the performances. But that's all part of football. And I think you can't guarantee some great games. I think the only thing you can guarantee from the players and from the coaching and everyone is to put their effort in and play with commitment and 100% focus. And I think now with our new coach, I think there's been a breath of fresh air. Everyone is fighting again to show themselves, and everyone wants to carry out the instructions from our new coach. So together with Kenneth as well. So in that sense, there's no surprises, and there's not just me pairing with other players. We have some other fantastic players as well with Abazim and Leon, who's not here, obviously. We've got younger players here as well. So it's up to the coach to make this selection. And I enjoy playing with Kenneth. I think he's a fantastic defender, so it makes it easy. And I think we have a lot of options defensively as well for the Super Eagles at the moment. So it's keeping us all sharp, and it's making us all trying to perform to our best ability to try and keep the spot when we get a chance to play.
Okay, the gentleman in the green shirt here.
All right, my name is Toby Adegboju, blogger from Nigeria. Coach, just straight up, how do you feel about this? You know, the conversation between foreign coach and domestic coach for the Super Eagles. In just 3 weeks, you have been able to switch this conversation, and a lot of Nigerian football fans now believe a domestic coach deserves to be Super Eagles coach. How do you feel, you know, changing this conversation within just 3 weeks?
Well, I think a coach is a coach. Everybody has his own style. Everybody has his own style of leadership and coaching methods also. Foreign coach or African coach, for me, it doesn't really matter. What the bosses or the federation at some point, what they need, is a matter of preference.
Okay, the gentleman at the cameraman there.
Coach, good morning. Modo Victor, Mozero Media. For the first time in a while, we saw Awaziem back in training yesterday. Can you clarify his situation and if he's available for selection ahead of tomorrow's game?
Awaziem was a bit ill, and he's okay now. Also, the sprain of the ankle also has been taken care of. It's a bit difficult to say if he's going to be available for selection. He only trained yesterday. This afternoon, he will also, or this evening, he will also partake. And then when we come out with the team sheet tomorrow, you will see.
Okay, sir.
عادل محمد وكالة الSNTV الإنجليزية. سؤالي للويليام. تابعت أمس جائزة أفضل لاعب في العالم. سؤالي ليك، متى يفوز لاعب إفريقي بأحسن لاعب في العالم؟
He's asking when, if you followed the best awards, when do you think African players can win the award?
The World Award.
When do I think that will happen?
Yeah.
No, African best player win the award.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be very, very soon. I think we've got some fantastic African players on display in this tournament as well, and all around the world. I didn't see the awards, I think it was yesterday.
Yes.
So yeah, but of course, like I said, in the recent weeks, everyone's been talking about Mohamed Salah being in there, Sadio Mane, to name a few. I think in Nigeria, I mean, we've got some fantastic players as well with Wilfred Ndidi, I think is one of the best midfielders out there at the moment. And there's a few other ones that hopefully will, in the coming years, be selected for those awards as well. But I think it's just a matter of time because we've got some great players playing at fantastic clubs.
Okay, thank you. The gentleman here. The gentleman here. Raise your hand so she can see you. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning to you. My name is Fisayo Dairo. I write for ACLSports.com. I have a question for both of you each. Coach, seeing a lot of pundits these days that have played the game like you, they've often commented about the change of mentality between players of your age or the late 90s to the current ones. You had a chance of managing even some of the players who played together in 2006, likes of Okocha, Lawal, Kano, in that tournament. And now, and of course, some other experienced players that time. But now you are managing a new set, the new breed of players with not even major tournament experience. Could you tell us if there is a similarity or difference in terms of attitude and mentality? And for Trust, since you became a full-fledged Super Eagles player, I think this is the first time you'll be having as much as 5 coaches for the team. We call it a consortium of coaches. Now you get different drills. You guys can work in different parts of the pitch. How is that to you and to the players in general? Thank you.
Coach?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the question. I remember going to school. I started in primary school, St. Peter's Primary School, Sapele. You go to school with a slate. And then Afterwards, growing up, we had no TV. And then later on, technology came. Now we're talking about generational thing. Today, a 4-year-old kid can operate a phone and computers and all that. So this is a new generation. We have to try to key in. Yes, I managed some of the players that I played with. I was leaving the scene and then we're coming in as well. I think it just has to do with man management. And when you know your honors, you can definitely manage whatever is around you. And in these present players today, they are the principal actors. We've always been principal actors, but we have to be very careful in managing people. But you have to lay your rules and regulations, and they know it. They don't cross their bounds. You give them respect, because respect is reciprocal. You give them respect, and you demand something back. And once that tallies, you don't have a problem.
William?
Yeah, thank you. And for me, like you said, I think this is fourth or fifth coach that I've had in my time with the Super Eagles. Yeah, each coach, I think, brings their own style, their own vision, their own rules, their own idea of football. And I think the main thing as a player is that you just have to try and execute as much as you can within those set guidelines to get a team performance. So, yeah, previously with Coach Raw, who was probably the coach I had for my longest time as a Super Eagle, I think he propelled the team in a direction. And yeah, now I feel like we are just continuing on from that work and trying to improve that again. So yeah, each time when you get a new coach, it's time to change some things, adapt, but we're all trying to pull in the same direction. And yeah, I think we're all working for the same goal to eventually win a trophy and to make history. So yeah, I think it's great to have new experiences, and I think all the players have adapted very well. And the main thing is that everyone buys into what we want to do, and I think that all the players are trusting the coach fully and are enjoying their football at the moment. So I think that's the most important thing.
Okay, we have two more questions. The gentleman at the back.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't see you. The gentleman at the back.
Bon après-midi à tous. Alors, coach, je pose une question. Je pose une question relative à votre état d'esprit par rapport à cette rencontre. Vous êtes déjà qualifié. Vous aurez en face une équipe qui va à tout prix se qualifier. C'est OK, c'est bon. Alors, vous êtes déjà qualifié. Vous avez en face une équipe qui veut absolument se qualifier. Alors, vous, en tant que coach, en tant qu'un groupe, votre état d'esprit, c'est lequel vous vous dites à un moment donné de la rencontre? Est-ce qu'au bout de 60 minutes, si le scénario n'est pas celui qu'on veut, on peut lever le pied en laissant la chance à l'adversaire de se qualifier?
It just has to do with strategy. And if you can see, I think the level of this tournament is very high. A lot of surprises. Teams are playing good football. So that is why we have to double our effort. There are no secrets anymore. Everything is out there for an opponent to study. So as well, we can also study, and we have been studied as well. And like I said earlier on, we're going to approach this game with all seriousness, with respect as well. You know, we have a name. Mind you, a lot of countries, when they play against Nigeria, they intend to raise their game. So we have to be ready as well. Thank you.
Honoré Mbouaké,
You are next, sorry.
Honoré Mbouaké, CRTV Radio-Télévision Nationale du Cameroun. Ma question n'est pas très loin de celle qui a été posée tout à l'heure. On a vu la Guinée équatoriale surprendre l'Algérie. Pourtant, l'Algérie a enchaîné une série de victoires. On a vu également la Guinée-Bissau face à l'Égypte ici au stade, qui, vers les dernières minutes, a développé un beau jeu. Le Nigeria a déjà 2 victoires et vous les rencontrez demain. Quelles sont vos impressions par rapport à cette équipe qui est quand même déterminée, ne serait-ce qu'à avoir une victoire pour sauver sa face?
Is the question for me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we've seen them play. Physical side, determined side, ball possession. Sometimes they mix up the game. They want to sometimes possess, sometimes they want to go direct. They're very, very quick. So we're working on how to stop them, and then at the same time working how we can also score goals.
Okay, last question.
Thank you very much. My name is Abiola Shodia from Nigeria Info. Coach, my questions will be a bit sandwiched. You, as the technical director of the Nigeria Football Federation, you told Nigerians some time ago that you were involved in the process of the selection of the incoming coach. Now, there's been, the tables have turned, the discussions have changed in Nigeria. If there were to be a review of the situation, do you think Nigerian coaches right now are ripe enough to take charge of the Super Eagles? That's one. The number two is, almost 16 years after your first spell as the coach of the Super Eagles, you seem to be enjoying the support of some of your players back then, Vincent Eyama, Tai Taiwo, and a host of others. What is that thing that sets you apart, which has given you this level of encomium from your former players?
Yes, to answer the first question, you know, it's not so easy. Yes, I was part of people of the group that interviewed a couple of coaches, and as technical director, I have to be involved. So credit goes to the federation for getting me involved. Table has turned, table has not turned. So it's still up to the federation to decide. But if a contract has been signed, we have to respect it. But the only thing I can guarantee you is if Jose Pesero comes in, we're going to have a very good working relationship, because I know the terrain, he doesn't. We have to make sure we provide him with a platform, you know, for him to be very comfortable and relax and do his job. And we'll support him from the bottom of my heart 100%, because it's not about me, it's about the country. Yes, I'm enjoying a lot of support from my colleagues, yes, and same way I'm doing with these guys. They see me as brothers, as father, as colleague. I'm not bossy, but when it's time to bite, I can bite. But I try to live very low profile life. I respect people, so I expect that from them too. The way I've treated a Yama and Co in the past, that's what's exactly playing out. And in time to come, these boys will also not forget me, because I see everybody as equal, but there is always an organogram. As far as we can identify the areas where we can go to and we don't step our bounds, there's always going to be harmony.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, William.
Thank you
Good
very
luck
much.
tomorrow.